The first time Emily heard little Sophia laugh, her heart sank instead of soared. Not because it wasn't beautiful. It was the sweetest sound she had ever heard, light as a bell and full of innocence. But because Sophia was supposed to be deaf. Everyone in the mansion, from the butlers to the housekeepers, spoke of the 7-year-old girl as if she lived in a world of silence. Her father, Daniel Reeves, the cold, powerful millionaire, had made it very clear to anyone hired. His daughter could not hear. She was fragile, broken, someone to be pitied. Yet, that afternoon, as Emily spilled a tray of crayons on the carpet, Sophia had giggled. And in that laughter, Emily realized something terrifying. Either everyone had been tragically mistaken, or a truth was being buried alive. Emily had taken the job as Sophia's nanny out of desperation. After losing her teaching position and with bills piling up, the offer to work for a wealthy family seemed like a blessing. Daniel Reeves was a man who inspired awe and fear. He had built his empire from nothing and wore his success like armor. But beneath his polished surface was a man shattered by grief. His wife had died years ago, leaving him alone with Sophia. Since then, he claimed his daughter had gone completely deaf after a mysterious illness. From day one, Emily was told not to expect much from Sophia. She doesn't hear, the head housekeeper whispered. She doesn't speak either. Best to just keep her entertained with toys. Mr. Reeves doesn't like false hopes. But Emily was patient. She observed. She watched how Sophia's eyes always followed voices. How she flinched when doors slammed. How her lips twitched as if wanting to form words. And then came the laughter, that undeniable sound that shattered the lie. To the challenge before Emily was terrifying. How could she, a simple nanny, confront a man as powerful and intimidating as Daniel Reeves? She couldn't accuse him outright. If she did, she risked losing her job, her reputation, and worst of all, Sophia would go back into her silent prison. So Emily began carefully. She tested Sophia in small, subtle ways, dropping books behind her, whispering her name when no one was watching, playing soft music in the nursery. Each time Sophia responded, her head turned, her eyes lit up, her tiny body swayed to rhythms she wasn't supposed to hear. One night, Emily knelt by Sophia's bed and asked gently, "Sweetheart, can you hear me?" Sophia hesitated. Her little lips trembled, and then, barely above a whisper, she said, "Yes." Emily's breath caught. This child wasn't deaf at all. She had been silenced. The truth burned inside Emily, but exposing it wasn't simple. Daniel Reeves was not a man who tolerated disobedience. Every evening he would sweep into the mansion, stern and detached, asking coldly if Sophia had behaved. He never hugged her, never knelt to meet her eyes. To him she was fragile glass, something to keep on a shelf, not a child to love. Emily knew she had to tread carefully. The first challenge came when she tried to encourage Sophia to speak. The girl's voice was soft, unused, and shaky. Years of being told she couldn't talk had left her shy and fearful. Emily would sit with her for hours, practicing small words: apple, doll, son, daddy. Sophia would stumble, blush, and sometimes cry. "Daddy won't like it," she whispered once, clutching Emily's hand. Emily's heart broke. "Oh, sweetheart, Daddy will love it. He just doesn't know yet." But deep down, Emily feared Daniel wouldn't love it. He was too invested in the story of his daughter's deafness. Why? Why would a father ignore such a miracle? 2 weeks passed, and Emily grew bolder. One afternoon, while Daniel was home early, Emily deliberately turned on the piano in the lounge. She played a soft melody, pretending it was just for her. Across the room, Sophia's head bobbed to the tune. She tapped her little foot, smiling. Daniel's eyes narrowed. "She can't hear that," he said sharply. Emily's chest tightened. "Sir, what if she can?" His face darkened. Don't you dare fill her head with fantasies," the doctors said. "But doctors can be wrong," Emily interrupted gently. "Please, just watch her." For a moment, Daniel looked at his daughter. She was twirling, laughing, spinning in innocent joy. But instead of hope, his face hardened. "Enough," he barked. "I don't pay you to play games. Do your job, or you're gone." Sophia froze in fear. Her laughter died instantly. Emily wanted to scream, to shake him, to beg him to see. But she stayed silent. She knew the battle wasn't over. The cruel truth revealed itself one stormy evening. Emily overheard Daniel in his study, speaking to his lawyer. "No, I don't want her tested again. Do you understand? If she hears, if she speaks, it changes everything. Her inheritance, the control. I can't risk it. She's safe as she is. Broken, Dependent, Emily's blood ran cold. This wasn't grief, this wasn't denial. This was control. Daniel Reeves was keeping his daughter trapped in a lie because it benefited him. She realized then that Sophia's silence wasn't an accident, it was a prison built by her own father. From that night on, Emily vowed she would fight for Sophia, no matter the cost. She encouraged the little girl to sing softly when they were alone. She recorded her voice, her laughter, her whispers. She kept a journal of every moment Sophia reacted to sound, every word she managed to say. Piece by piece she built undeniable proof. The greatest challenge came when Daniel discovered Emily's notes. "What is this?" he thundered, slamming the journal on the table. Emily's hands shook, but her voice was steady. "Proof. Proof that your daughter isn't deaf, that she's been waiting all these years for you to hear her." Daniel's face twisted in rage. "You're fired. Pack your things." But then, like a miracle, Sophia stepped forward. Tears in her wide eyes, she whispered, "Daddy, please don't." Daniel froze. For the first time in years, he heard his daughter's voice. Her trembling, desperate plea broke through his walls. "Daddy," she said again, stronger this time. "I can talk, I can hear, I need you." The silence that followed was unbearable. Then, slowly, Daniel fell to his knees. His eyes filled with tears as he reached for her. "My God, my little girl." It wasn't easy. Healing never is. Daniel had to face his guilt, his selfishness, the years he had stolen from his daughter. But with Emily's persistence and Sophia's courage, their lives changed. Doctors confirmed what Emily had known. Sophia's hearing was intact. She needed therapy, patience and love, but she wasn't broken. She was whole. Daniel invested not in his businesses, but in his daughter. He attended therapy sessions. He learned sign language, not because she needed it, but because it reminded him never to silence her again. He opened his heart, brick by brick, and Sophia blossomed. And Emily, she didn't just remain the nanny, she became family. The woman who had uncovered the cruel truth and refused to let it stand